Happy Wednesday, right? Happy full moon in Leo. Exciting, exciting. So, trigger warning. We're going to go a little deep today. And I'm going to give you some insights based on a situation. And also, I hope this message gets to her because there's a lot of people. And this full moon is triggering a lot of people. And it's actually bringing a lot of things to light. And people's true colors are coming out. And a lot of what I'm probably going to say is going to not agree with people. And I really wish this world would stop trying to fit people into buckets that it has to be a Republican versus a Democrat and it's got to fit into a box, and because you believe this, you got to fit in this box. You can't have both sides of it. I've always been very middle of the road. I don't consider myself a Republican, a Libertarian, or a Democrat. I don't fit any of the boxes as far as I'm concerned because I can see stuff in all of it. And when I see a lot of you, you know, with the questions of, you know, again, I will use Sunday's thing, Showtime, halftime, whatever. When you ask why there weren't any people on the field, it's, to me, a very ignorant question. And this is my opinion based on that, is because skin color, race, ethnicity, all of that has nothing to do with who people are. Okay? That's where I stand on that. And it did unnerve me a bit because artistry doesn't have definition either. You know, artists are free to create and do and however. I mean, I'm a creative. I just do it differently. It's in my writing, in my journaling, in you know, the messages that I bring to you. It's my connection with source. And that's the other thing. Spirituality is not a religion. Okay? Spirituality, I can't talk today. Spirituality is whether you're tapped in or not. It's your connection to source. It's connection to the vibration of the world. Religion is a box that has been man-made, okay? That you fit in, and there's rules you need to live by, and things that, you know, and there's all, however many of them there are around the world, okay? There's a difference. Spirituality is like tapping into your radio station. You know, what radio station are you tapped into? And everybody's definition of it is going to be different. But what is it ruled by? The laws of the universe, which there are 12. Go look at them if you need to. And I say this a lot too, leading with good intentions. When your intention to get on and all of you on Facebook just to argue the point because you want to be right. Listening is to learn, people. Can you sit back and observe? Can you sit back and take in what's being said versus, hold on, I had to learn how to do that over the years too. And it's your ego talking because you want to be right. But it's not. If you sit and listen to what your soul is telling you, which is the feelings within your body, connecting to the vibration, and or connecting to the energy of that whole conversation, conversation. Most of you already know, and before you step into it, it's not going to go well. So why bother? Because they're not going to hear you. They're only going to want to hear what they want to hear. My son used to do this all the time. And my second ex-husband, very Virgo type. And see there, that is a label. But sometimes when labels prove themselves, you know, but they'd pick and choose the words that they would hear in the comments and the things that I was saying. They'd leave out the little pieces. My best example that I use all the time is the root. Money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. It's the love of money that is the root of all evil. See the difference? And that's what, my point is that I try to get across to a lot of you. And you're not hearing me, and that's okay. I had a friend, I don't even want to call her a friend. It's more of an acquaintance. She ended up blocking me because she didn't like the fact that I said ignorant question. Well, I'm sorry. When you choose to do things based on the skin color of somebody, unfriend me then. And please unfollow me, because that, to me, is your self-worth talking. Your self-worth should be based on what you think about yourself, not what other people say. And when you run around and you gotta, get everybody to agree with you, I post all sorts of stuff. I have all sorts of people from all over the world. And no, not everybody's going to agree, and you're all free to have your own opinion. But when you start going after because people look different or do different or are different, that will piss me off. And it has pissed me off because it has nothing to do with what they're trying to express. Yes, art is expression. That is what it is. And if you didn't like it, oh well. There's a lot of things that a lot of you do I don't like, but I don't comment on it because why does it matter? You're expressing yourself, and you have the right to express yourself. And the criticism, I'll tell you something, the United States, bunch of critical assholes you can be, truly. Honestly, I'll tell you, that videos and the things from Sunday have gone all over the world. And there's a lot of people all over the world that are jumping up and down and happy about the things that were said. Because hi baby, you've missed the message. What's going on? That change. It's about change. And there's change coming in all different forms right now. Exposing all of the shit that has been done in our government. The latest thing with the Medicare and Medicaid programs. Still paying out, to people that are dead and buried. Where's that money going? Family members that are still collecting it? Well, shame on you. Government people that are collecting it? Shame on them. At the end of the day, corruption is corruption. And it's being exposed. And I don't care if you're a Republican, Democrat, whatever. How you treat me as a person is what I go based on. I could care less what anybody else has said. I have lived that way my entire life. I have friends that, all walks of life, all different kinds of industries. It doesn't matter to me if they're poor or they're rich, or if they drive a BMW or a beater. Why should that matter? And that is my biggest point with all of this, the judgment that is out there. Stop it. If you're gonna put out a truth, have your receipts, do the research. That's what I think 90% of my friends that understand that do that, and then have to double check the resources to make sure it's correct. But when we're getting the information now, because it's so politically based right now, right from the government, and you can go find it all on their sites, they have a ton of them out there, to understand that this is all very, very true. And yes, I feel very, very sorry for a lot of you that decided to take that beautiful shot. And it compromised your system. And we had people that died because of it. And if you don't believe it, there's a shit ton of studies out there about that too. And all the flack that I caught 4 years ago from you and telling me, that I was selfish and that I didn't respect other people. Well, guess what? Truth came out. Truth always comes out. And the thing about it is, that's the other part of it. In spirituality, you have to understand we need the dark and the light for the balance. That is the way that works. And a lot of you right now really need to learn how to balance your spirituality, your religion, whatever it is you follow, and the practicality that goes along with it. Many, become so woo-woo that they think that just, everything should go their way. Well, in this world, it doesn't, because you're going to always have the challenges that are there. It's how you approach them. It's how you deal with them. To have your integrity and your honesty to be able to move forward and with that. For a lot of years, man, it was rough, and I didn't talk about a lot of things or say a lot of things, because I was afraid of the backlash. Now, I don't care, because I know that I lead with a good heart. And the things that I have done in my lifetime, giving and sharing with the wrong people has only, shown me in the end who those true people are. Because when people run around and backstab you and talk about shit and God knows what else, but are different to your face, that's not a friend to me. I don't need you in my life. I don't need you for a lot of things. And at the end of the day, that's when you learn who your people are. And your circle does become very small. And it's okay. A lot of people don't want to. The other part of it is don't want to see you succeed. And they'll do everything that they possibly can. Well, she's this, she's that, da-da-da, da-da-da. Prove them all wrong. For me, all that has ever done is make me work harder. And make me know that the things that I do for myself are things for myself and nobody else. There's nobody taking care of me right now. There's nobody giving me anything right now. There's nobody doing anything for me right now. And I'm still surviving on my own, by myself. And I'm happy. I'm telling you, you guys, when you get to that level of peace within your life, you don't let those other things come in to irritate it any longer. And it's unfortunate that sometimes it's the people that are closest to you who are the most judgmental of you. Why? Why? That's my biggest question. Why? Take an ego check. There's a lot of you that need to, and it's just my opinion. But when I sit and I observe everything that's going on, I just don't understand. It hurts my heart that you got to be so judgmental of other people. And all you're honestly doing in the end is making yourself look ignorant. Go look up the definition. Not calling you that. I said you're making yourself look like that by the things that you do. Your integrity and your character are the two things in your world that you have. Your character is who you truly are and who you show the world to be. Your integrity is what you do when nobody's watching. Where does your integrity lie? I love you all so much. I just really hope that a lot of you start discovering what it really truly means to connect with Source, love yourself, and quit judging others. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you soon.